Okay, so now we're actually properly out of the garbage shorts. Everything's done there. And we did talk about a couple last time, but this one's a really long one. It's definitely no easy little anime. This is Gegege no Kitarou 2018. It's called 2018 because it is. Is it the seventh version? There's the original from 1968. Then they had another one just a couple years later, 1971. Then the 1985 one, and then the 1996, and then the 2007 one, and then this one's a 2010s one. Because they do one every decade for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. Well, it does seem like the reason why they do one every decade is because so the whole point of Gegege no Kitaro is that it's supposed to like teach children about yokai, like the traditional Japanese like Shintoism kind of spirit things, and kids wouldn't necessarily have uh, too much exposure to them otherwise. Like they're it's not like these are real things that people necessarily need to be taught about. Like they're yokai, they're just spirits. They're not like actual tangible things. They're just kind of mythology. But if you're a Japanese kid growing up in Japanese society, then it's nice to know about the mythology. Like this is part of their culture. Um, just like how we learn about things like astrology, even though obviously astrology isn't real, but it's still nice to know about it. And um, so in that same way, like it's kind of nice to know about this kind of history of all these different like stories of all these creatures and stuff, and so and so the reason why they need to do a new one every decade is it's made for kids. And thing is that all the stuff that they talk about does just things change so quickly. Like especially in modern society, what's relevant to kids, to like an 8-year old growing up in 1968, they would have been born in like 1960, right? They're not gonna have the same experience in life as a kid who is 8 in 2018, who was born in 2010. Like they're just not gonna have the same life experience, and so the same story isn't gonna teach them the lessons that they need. Because remember, yeah, it's for children, and it's not just for children to learn about yokai. Like they'd learn about yokai from the 1960s version, but the other life skills that it's teaching people, they wouldn't, because they're not going to be relevant to them anymore. Um, as a lot of the stories of this are say things like social media, like they had like what was it, like 2 or 3 episodes that were based around YouTube, talking about YouTube of like um, not watching YouTube, but more of like the idea of being an influencer. That you can that is in a way like if you try teach tackle YouTube in the wrong way, then it's kind of cancerous. That you can kind of distort your sense of reality by treating it in the wrong way. And the thing is that even in the last version of Gegege no Kitaro from 2007, YouTube wasn't really a thing. Like, it wasn't like kids were like, oh, I really want to be a YouTube star. That just wasn't an option at that time. And definitely in 1960, YouTube didn't exist. Social media didn't exist. You had like radio and TV and stuff, but like the problems that kids in 2018 have aren't the same ones that kids in 1968 had. Like they do need different lessons, and so it does make sense that they would keep updating this, that they would keep making new versions of it, because the like people genuinely do need a different story every decade. Like life just changes so quickly. Um, Now, another interesting thing is how much Nakamusume changed since the other earlier versions. Um, Kitarou himself seems like he's changed a fair bit as well. Um, but Nakamusume, like her earlier versions, they refer to her as being kind of grotesque. Like she's kind of meant to look like this ugly, gritty character. Whereas in the modern version, she's kind of like sexy. Um, like they draw her in this like mini skirt and high heels, and also has like this cute like purple bob haircut. It's nice. But you think like she's meant to be a monster, right? Like why do they draw her to be like this? But I think the reason why she's like that different is that the main character Mana is meant to be is like her friend. Like she looks up to Nekamusume as an older sister. Like she refers to her as Neko-ne-san, and if Nekamusume looked like this grotesque little brat, I don't think it. I don't think the story would work quite as well. Um, like you're kind of meant to see Nekamusume as like almost like a bit of a role model, and having her look less attractive could make her not seem like as good of a character to the children watching. That's my theory anyway. I haven't seen the older versions. Maybe their main characters, because remember, Mana uh, is one of the main characters of the series, but Mana doesn't appear in any of the earlier versions. Like this is the only version that she's in, and she is like as important to the story. She's kind of like I don't know if you'd call her the point of view character, but she kind of is. Like she's kind of like who you're meant to be seeing the series from. Um, like as if that is kind of like your self insert that she's like the human of this show, and she's like 10 years old or something, which I'm guessing is the target audience, and so and then she goes into the world of the yokai, and then she meets all the other characters like Kitarou, which is the namesake of the anime, but not the point of view character, and then you have Oyaji, yeah, like the eyeball, daddy eyeball they refer to him as. He's literally just an eyeball with like a tiny body, but he is the father of Kitarou, which is kind of weird. But oh, and he was voiced by the same woman who voiced Goku from Dragon Ball. That's kind of neat. But yeah, Nekamusume, and then there's Nezumi Otoko, or Ratman, and yeah, he's kind of like devious, I guess you could call him. Like he's always trying to find new like get rich quick schemes in terms of like just basically scamming people out of their money, doing whatever it takes to get money, even though he doesn't really see like legitimately getting money as an option. It's like always something nefarious. It's never good. But yeah, they're I think it's like a nice cast. Now one other thing that I find interesting about the series is the fact that so many people would like to see it, but so few people have actually managed to make it through the whole thing. On my anime list, there's 43,000 people who have it on their list, which is like a significant amount of people. But only 4,000 people have actually finished the whole thing, versus about 4,500 who have it on hold, 8,000 people who have dropped it, 9,000 people who are currently watching it, and 18,000 people who plan to watch it. So, yeah, this has a very low success rate of people finishing the thing. Like, extremely low. So, that made it interesting for me to see, like, oh, why is it like so low? Why do so many people start this anime and just can't make it through the whole way. Now, obviously, it's long, but it's also repetitive. Um, it's it's pretty episodic. Like it's a monster of the week kind of thing where you have every episode they introduce a new yokai and then they have to defeat it. Gegege has his like, or no, the Kitarou. Gegege is the name of the forest, so it's Gegege no Kitarou, like Kitarou of Gegege. Um, but Kitarou has like various powers that he uses to defeat the yokai, and like he has friends who are yokai. He is a yokai. His dad's a yokai. Everyone around is yokai, but yokai, they're not. Some are good, some are bad, some are like in between. Like Nezumi Otoko, is he good? Is he bad? He's kind of a bit of both. Like sometimes he doesn't really mean that much harm, but he often means at least a little bit of harm. um, but yeah, he does various. Kitarou, does things to defeat the enemies, and so it feels a little Precure like. That it's, every episode is its own story, and although there are some like longer arcs, and there's like the Western yokai arc with like vampires and werewolves and things like that. But the most of the time it's very episodic, and even though like all the yokai are unique, they're interesting, but it's still repetitive, because it is so monster of the week. And so I definitely understand why people would drop it. And I wouldn't blame you for dropping it. Like, it's a long series and it is very repetitive. And it's also very childish. Like, you can tell it's made for children. But it's also cute. Like, Mana and Neko Musume, very cute girls. And so, like, if you like Precure, I don't think it would be that bad of an option. Like, it's kind of, it's fairly similar. Like it doesn't have quite as big of a cast of cute girls, but it's also it's Monster of the Week. It's the same kind of childish. You have like life lessons and stuff in it. It is very life lesson heavy. Like it's every episode. It's like there's either a yokai or a human who's learning some kind of lesson. So yeah, it's childish, but it's fun. I thought it was a decent show. But yeah, I enjoyed it. But yeah, it is very long, and I can understand why so few people managed to finish it. After that, I watched Takamiya Nasuno Desu Teikyo spin-off special. And this is just a special for the Teikyo spin-off. It's alright. I don't know. Someone mentioned that it was translated, so I watched it. It was okay. Then I watched Kakushigoto. Now this one is like it gets praised all the time. People seem to love it, but it's kind of it's underwhelming. It's not bad, but it is underwhelming. And so the main character is Kakushigoto. Now Kakushigoto is look, it's the name of the series, and then Kakushigoto is the name of the character. But then Kakushigoto means secret, and then I think it was Kakushigoto means draws for a living. So it's like a pun in the name in the title of the anime, and then also you have Hime Goto is the girl, and Hime Goto is means hidden princess. There's another anime called Hime Goto that's about a crossdresser. Um, but yeah, the Himegoto is unrelated to this anime. I'm just kind of mentioning it because it is. I do find it funny that the girl is named Himegoto. Um, but yeah, the main character Kakushigoto, he doesn't want his daughter to know. Yeah, Himegoto, his daughter, to find out that he is a mangaka. Now, if he was just like a mangaka for like Shonen Jump or like Nakayoshi or something, I don't think he would mind. If he was drawing some kind of battle shonen, it would be totally fine to let his daughter know. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the author of Black Clover, and it's like, oh, are you? That's cool. My classmates are into that. But no, that's not what he draws. Instead, it is hentai, and also just like other kind of lewd manga. I don't think they're all hentai. I think some of them are just like more like ecchi, but none of it is particularly safe for work, and obviously none of it is stuff that is aimed at a demographic as young as his daughter. So he doesn't want to let her know what he does for a living. He just kind of he lies to her basically, and he lies to everyone else. There's some people who he does allow to know, and obviously we do the other, like his assistants and fellow authors of the same magazine are characters as well, and so they obviously know, and then sometimes they go to his house and he has to explain to his daughter about things. But now, like the idea of this, of like a professional mangaka who draws things that aren't suitable for someone of the age of their kid. So, sort of like how, what was it, Louis C.K. that he said like, oh yeah, I would never let my children watch my comedy. It's above their age range. Like they not necessarily that they wouldn't find it funny, but just that I wouldn't feel comfortable letting them see it because it's not made for them. It's and so it's that same kind of thing. Like even though Louis C.K.'s kids probably know what he does for a living, they're not gonna actually consume it because it's not made for their age range, or at least at the time that he said that it wasn't. And so yeah, in that same kind of way, not necessarily this guy's done things like CK has, but yeah, that he doesn't feel comfortable with it because it's just not a kind of work that she would appreciate, and that, like, it sounded like something that could be really cool, like a really cool story, and we don't get like single parents, like say like she doesn't have a mom around, that it is a single father who is the main character, which Tiger and Bunny was also like that, where you have a single father main character. Those are rare, and it is like an interesting story to have, but I don't think it tackled it very well. Like I feel like that it's just, I don't know, like for me personally, like it is just very humor focused, and it's kind of like a gag humor, and like I didn't even enjoy the gag humor very much. Like some of it's decent, so it has some good humor, but most of the humor is just kind of bland, and a lot of the humor is just like misunderstanding kind of stuff, and people not really acting like real humans, making really weird decisions, and kind of feels like the characters are being changed in a way, not to make them more believable or anything, but just for the purpose of a joke. It's like you have like not even a very good joke, and someone's personality has to be completely altered just for that joke to happen, and it's like I just don't really like it. So yeah, that's my feeling on that. Like it's something that could be really well done, but I just didn't really like it. Also, one of this teacher character, Ichiko, Rokujo, she's cute. I mean, she's an adult, but um, she's dark skinned. She has a youthful complexion. She's cute. I like her. She has some kind of interesting personality traits, but yeah, I enjoy her. She's a nice girl. But yeah, overall, um, thought it was decent. If you like gag humor, you'll probably enjoy it. Um, but yeah, it's something that seems like it could be taken very seriously and just wasn't, and I feel like it would have been better if it was taken seriously. But that's just my opinion. Clearly, considering how popular it is, um, I guess most people prefer it as a gag humor than a serious anime. But we don't get to see a world in which this was taken seriously, so it could have been more successful if it was taken seriously, but I just don't know. After that, I watched Adachi to Shimamura, and this is a Yuli anime, and it's well, in it is very quite Yuli. The the two girls, it seems like most of the time it's Adachi who's taken as the main character, and she's like stronger about her feelings. She knows that she's in love with Shimamura. Um, Shimamura is like the girl for her. They're gonna be in a nice, cute romance together and live the rest of their lives together. Um, and Shimamura just doesn't really understand. Like she feels like Adachi is just a friend, and that it's like, oh well, I'm her only friend, so that's why she's so strong about her feelings towards me. But Adachi is just not like that to her. It's like, no, I'm a lesbian. I'm in love with you, and so yeah, that's interesting. Oh yeah, and this is actually done by the same author as Dempa Ona, and so we have like this Dempa Ona looking girl, who has like this shiny hair. It's very cute. I think she calls herself an alien, but she's just like this little kid, and her hair is light blue and like very like pastel blue, and it has like sparkles that come off of it. It's cute, and it feels very Dempa Oni. So yeah, that's fun. And yeah, the characters are all cute. I watched this in dub, which I don't usually watch cute anime in dub, but I thought the dub was pretty good. Like they did a good job on it. None of the characters sounded particularly cringy. Um, well, yeah, it's a fun show. If you like Yuli anime, I feel like this would be a good choice. It's not like the most incredible anime ever, but as far as Yuli anime go, it's really not bad. I liked it more than Sakura Trick. I felt like it was kind of more genuine romance, rather than just and like I kind of the take of like one girl being super into it and the other girl kind of feeling like it's just a friendship and not like a proper romantic relationship is it's an interesting take. It's it's not bad. Yeah, very cute. You like Yuli. After that, I watched Rail Romanesque. I don't think anyone expected this to be a good anime, and it wasn't. But yeah, the girls are like based on trains and stuff. I don't know. It's a short. They're 3 minutes per episode. It's not very good, but no one expected it to be very good, so it's not like it's disappointing. because we all knew it was gonna be bad. After that, I watched Go to Boon with like the what was it math symbols at the end. Um, and so yeah, that's a thing that exists. Go to Boon is it's a harem, and it's not a particularly good one. It's kind of just meh. Um, it's a little less meh than the first season. Like they at least kind of try to develop the characters a bit better, kind of tell you who they are. They're still all idiots, and they're cute. Um, and yeah, like obviously they do have the same face intentionally, and this season kind of tries to um, do some things more to do with the girls all being twins, and like them being able to just like change their hairstyle and trick people with that, because canonically they don't have all different hair colors. They're actually all more of like a reddish color. Like they are all shades of red in the anime, but it's all the same shade of red in universe, and so they look a lot more similar to each other in their own real world than they do in the anime. And so they kind of do some things with that, but most of the and like they do have some kind of backstory stuff, but it's just kind of bland. Like it's just not very interesting. It's kind of what you would expect every sort of harem to be. It's just meh, and like maybe I just don't have the taste to enjoy it, because so many people think this is like ages or like miles above every other harem, and yet it just feels generic. I really don't understand why people like it so much. The girls are cute though. I like their designs, but that's kind of normal for harems. Like usually they're meant to be beautiful. Like that's kind of their main selling point. So not really much of anything valuable there. But yeah, for whatever reason, people seem to love this show, and so well, whatever. If you like harems, then I'm sure you'll like this. Never met a harem fan who wasn't a fan of it. Um, but and it seems like even some people who say they don't like harems feel like this is like the one special harem that you know really appeals to them for some reason. So like it would be a good idea to give it a shot, even though it seems so bland and uninspired. Because it's popular, so clearly it's doing something good. Even though I don't actually understand what it is. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope to see you again next time, and goodbye.